Hello everybody, I am Red King from Send More Robots, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So last time I did this, I did an update, the newest actually, the previous update, which was about wheels and suspension and stuff like that, and the previous model I made, I wanted to make like a track out of it, and actually do something with the little cars. So, once I turn it around, here is what I have made. So this took a considerable amount of time. It took me a couple days to fully get it all together, but it is a pretty, I would like to say it's a pretty nice track, but I'm sure people have made better ones, but I like the way it's set up. I like how everything looks. I like the little cars that are set up to it. I included the engines on these because one, it's a good little turbo boost if you want to try to get there faster, and two, I found it actually helps with since the wheels and the suspensions are still kind of a work in progress, it really helps with pushing them forward and making sure you don't, flip out of control or do something crazy like that, unless you wanna, because then you could turn this into like a derby thing or something. But let me first show you the kind of the inner workings of it. So I have, as you can see right here, this little thing hanging off. And this is actually a gravity generator. I have these all over. You can see one there, you can see one there. There's a couple more down there. They're all along the track so that you can stay down on the track itself. And down here is actually the power source that powers all of them. I just threw on a bunch of these, didn't care how many, because there's a lot of things I need power on this actual track itself. So let's actually go explore a little bit. So I'm going to show you the first leg of the track. As you come around that corner, there's actually this pit right here. And these right here are little spikes you can just run into and probably destroy your car right off the bat. I have done it a couple times already testing out this track. Those things are pretty mean and they're pretty durable. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There's actually a split. You can go down and you can go up. First, we're going to go down. And then we'll come back around and we'll go from the top. So when you go down here, it's just a straight shot through, but it narrows down, and then there's another ramp that goes straight down, which takes you to another corner, which you have to avoid, which I have hit many times. And down this over here is actually, let me turn these on for you real quick. As you can see, it's the little interior turrets. We're going to turn that off so I don't get murdered. Here we go. And they're all set to motion. Okay. But as you can see, this is the little turret gauntlet. And now the turrets are set up, normally they would just wreck you, but they're set up so that if you literally would have to be this close. Like, you have to pass them in order for them to shoot you, which you would think is really easy, but with the way the cars are, it's very easy to end up at this area right here, speeding down all the way, getting gunned down, especially if you got 3 or 4 cars rolling down this one area, which is perfectly set up for that many cars as it is. So once you get through the gauntlet here, that's the last turret right there. Move on down to this turn, which you hit another corner, and then there's this long hallway. I'm sure you can set up, do whatever you want with this setup right here, but I just have it set up as a long hallway because then it leads right back up. Oh, if I can fit through the hole, and it leads back up to the top half of the track, which then takes you back and takes you to the finish line. So we're going to go look at the top half of the track real quick from the starting position, which is when you go up the ramp. This is a nice little straightaway, kind of gives you some confidence, makes you think you're doing well. Just woo! And now there's another corner right here. You make that turn. When you do, you come up to this ramp right here. Leading up to this ramp is a few little pits, little stops right there. As you can see, I kind of crashed into that one already. This is a nice little ramp you can jump over if you're good enough. I'm sure you could do some high-flying exercises, and there's a nice little hole right there. That's so if you fall down there, you fall right into the bottom half of the track, which you can then experience as you go. So let's cut around. Another little corner, tight little corner over there as well. And here are some obstacles for you. And again, running into these things literally can destroy the cockpit on your actual vehicle, which would then kind of put you out of the race unless you can build it fast enough. So as we come back, now you see that little opening that led from the bottom half. This takes you down, takes you back around as that ramp leads up, and you are back at the finish line. So that's the actual course itself where people can race. And I just kind of built some model cars right here. These are just some simple ones that I kind of were easy to put together and put down. I haven't really experimented with like different ideas, but I really like the way these are set up and how these move. I'll show you that actually right now. So I kind of have these set up on a very specific way. I have the thrusters and the wheels going at once. I have the handbrake on too. What I do is I actually take the propulsion off the front 2 tires and leave it on the back 2. So now I have rear wheel drive, and it actually, once I take the handbrake off, it actually functions pretty well. Actually rolls pretty decently. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. And there's a nice little spin out right there. Yeah, I mean, they're not too fast, but as soon as you turn the propulsion on to the front wheels, these things are little speed demons. Woo! And like I said, you easily can destroy the vehicle itself. See, on this one, I literally took out the front half of the vehicle. Still got power. Still running good. Has a lot of power cells inside, as you can see, hiding in there. I'll actually show you a cross-section of what these look like. Do-do-do. As you can see, I have a bunch of these little gravity generators. I probably probably one less will do just fine. But there's 4 generators inside, 2 gyroscopes so that you kind of have some more movement and agility. Yeah, the little artificial masses on the bottom so that you can stay down and stay pretty tight to the ground. Again, like, I would like to see a lot of people mod the crap out of these. Like, make different cars, make little things. Mine are just little simple impromptu ones I built that I actually really enjoyed the look of. I haven't really experimented, as I said before. But let me show you this new area I actually built right in the middle of it all. And this is the observation tower. So then fans can come watch and see how you race and see how everything is. As you can see, it does have a gravity field. And there is a gravity field on each level so that you can actually maintain it. So this is a nice big open hallway. This would be where everyone would come in and see how, you know, like, this is where you start. And you're just like, oh, you know, maybe my seats are on, you know, level 1, which is right here. So this would be level 1. And right here's the actual seating area. This is just one of them. I just kind of set that up because it looks really nice. This is the seating area, so you can kind of see that half of the track. And then there are some adjustments. You can see, and then people can stand here and actually observe and everything like that. This is supposed to be also a setup where you could put up little shops and whatnot so people could, you know, pick up their food or get the souvenirs as they're watching the race from right there, where that's the dedicated seating area. So we're going to go on up. This actually over here, I have them on both sides. But these are supposed to be the quote-unquote elevators, since we don't have ladders, nor do we have actual elevators, so people can put on their jetpacks and go on up there. This is the next level. It's the same exact idea. It's just the seating areas on the other side, and then the windows on each side as well. This will be the third area, and again, this one's a little bit different just because it has 2 seating areas, one on this side, so you can see at the starting track, and then one on that side where you can see one of the more hazardous areas where there's the turrets in that area and the pitfalls and everything. And I imagine, like, you could, you know, hopefully, if you were really to have an arena like this, you would have some TVs in this area too, so people who are standing around watching this can see, like, all the stuff that they're watching and everything like that. This last area, it's pretty open, it's pretty blank. I could have filled it in with something, but you can always fill it in later. This actually is a simple glass floor. You can't get up that way. You actually have to get up through one of these elevators. And this will take you to the VIP area. And this is a nice little VIP. This has its own gravity field and everything like that. Between the bottom floor right there and here, there is no gravity except for what's being generated in this room. And so right here, oh, I actually forgot no, I didn't forget a piece there. But up here there's no actual seating areas except for against these walls and everything like that. So you can sit down and have casual conversation or talk anything like that. But then right here is where the glass is strong enough so that you can actually stand here and look at it. And you can look straight down and see all the people around and everything. So it kind of gives you more of the 360-degree view. So people who are officials or like the VIP area could actually see how this all is and observe the race as they go. And then this is the glass floor, so, you know, they could be all hoity-toity and kind of jerks about it and show off how much they, you know, how much money they make so that they can have the VIP seating. But yeah, guys, this is the thing I promised you. I told you I was gonna make a little track. I'd like to see how people modify it and how do they use it. But yeah, I'm going to put this up on the Steam Workshop, and I hope you guys have a blast with it. Hopefully I can get a couple friends who are going to play this with me, and we can do a real recording of seeing who can actually race on this thing. But yeah, thank you all for joining me on this one. I hope you really enjoy the track. Again, it's going to be up on Steam Workshop. And always, remember who you are and what you are. Don't go causing any trouble out there in the world. And always remember, Gearbox has been making some really good games. Battleborn's a new one. Alright, guys. Bye.